No alternative radio. No alternative radio. No alternative radio.
This is No Alternative Radio. Get approved since 2016. Yeah!
So we're finished playing a bunch of tracks from some of the new artists this week, including our guest this week, onDeadWaves. We played Blackbird at the top of the show and had a chance to catch up with them at the local pub near the recording studio in London. And was fortunate enough to get some time to speak with them. Very gracious and very accommodating and understanding people. All right, so on with the interview on onDeadWaves. So we have our guests. It's onDeadWaves. We have Polly.
Hi.
And James.
Hello.
All right, so let's get right to the questions. How did you get your band name?
Well, it was quite a natural choice, I think. I think we eventually ended up with it because a lot of the themes on the album had waves.
It was kind of all about big expanses of space and feeling kind of small in the universe. And
the push and pull of
lots
the
of
wave.
movement.
Yeah, and the dead bit was really just kind of to make it sound a bit cooler, I think.
I can't blame for that.
Yeah.
How did you guys meet quickly? I know you guys met at a festival, but then how did you guys actually get to this point of actually putting stuff together yet?
Well, we met initially when Mute did a festival at the Roundhouse. It was a weekend of all Mute-based activities, and me and Polly did a collaboration then.
We got on really well when we were rehearsing, didn't we? And there was a really good vibe on stage. And
that's when we became friends, wasn't it? And then we both went off and did our own thing for a few years, and then reconnected. Yeah. And
started off just hanging out, just two friends, wasn't it? And then we just ended up writing, jamming, writing some tunes, and it ended up as an album.
Mm-hmm. And how about working together? Do you guys enjoy, not necessarily with each other? I mean, obviously you guys are friends, but do you guys enjoy working with another person, or is it the solo deal a little more comforting, I guess? Or is it, what do you guys think?
I think it's different. I think, I was always used to working on my own, and it is a different kind of process because you're just bouncing ideas off yourself a lot of the time.
And you have no one to make the tea for you.
That's a valid point. A very valid point. But yeah, when you work with someone else, you're kind of letting that person into your space.
Cave.
Cave.
Sorry, I keep chipping in with random words.
Space cave. Which, at first is a bit weird, but I think the fact that me and Polly knew each other helped a lot.
Definitely helped.
There was no kind of awkward like at the start when you normally work with someone, you're not sure if you can be honest.
Well, when you're writing a song, you have to be incredibly open and honest with the person that you're writing with, because it's it's kind of bearing a little bit of you. And so, having a bit of a sort of relationship before the album definitely helped, for sure.
Okay, as far as the writing goes, did you guys write? Did you guys collaborate, or is one person the writer and the other one more music inclined, or it's
kind of 50-50, I think. It was very much split. I mean, we both played to our strengths really with what we felt we kind of could bring to the process.
The table, yeah. I mean, we both wrote all the songs in the same room together in James's studio. James plays guitar really well, so
Thank you.
You're welcome. Songs generally started as a guitar riff, and then they just went downhill from there. And then, I would usually start singing, and that would be the end.
Scribbling and singing.
Yeah, and that was like I love words. James loves all the production side of stuff, so we kind of played to our strengths, but we both had input in both sides of those things.
All right, we'll come back to the interview in a minute, but now let's do some music by onDeadWaves. It's California. It's an alternative radio mic check.
There's no wave in the world.
That was onDeadWaves, California. Back to the interview now.
All right. Do you guys have a favorite song on the album? Any one in particular?
I really love Hollow, and I really love Winter's Child. I feel like they both sort of sum up the vibe of the album very nicely.
Yeah, I think mine would be Winter's Child. Possibly Blackbird is my... because that was quite an early one that we wrote. So
yeah, it has a nice... It was kind of has a good feeling that the spirit within Blackbird is a good one.
I like the blues.
Do you?
Yeah.
Wow, Darkness.
I do. That's a good one. I mean, I like the whole thing, but speaking of that, Alice, can't figure it out. What's the deal with that song? It's maybe is it Alice in Wonderland, or is it something similar, or just coincidence, or somebody throwing dishes in the back? I don't know. Because we're at a pub.
It's Alice in Wonderland. It's not. No, it's about. I mean, it is dreamy and trippy, and I guess the name Alice kind of conjures up all of those things. But it's about a girl who kind of lives in her head a lot of the time with these kind of big. Sorry, so somebody like walking past that table talking really loud.
Sorry.
it's the loud voice.
Use your singing voice. Well, I should talk louder. Actually, go.
So it's kind of like a trippy journey about a girl who lives in her head a lot of the time, and the outside world is much crueler than that world inside of her head. But she kind of tries to block it out most of the time, but it doesn't always work.
Okay, speaking of the song Alice, we're going to play it right now. It's onDeadWaves on mic check.
No